This is Adam Gorney, the National Recruiting Director at Rivals, here with 2023 all-purpose back Treyaun Webb, who has a top list kind of coming out with a group, but it's still a big list, though. Still kind of going down and figuring some of those schools out. But let's start not necessarily at the top, but one of the schools that's definitely going to play a big factor here is Georgia. Why are they standing back out? What about them really stands out to you so much?
Obviously the connection with me, Coach McGee, Coach Hartley, Coach Smart. I was committed to them at one point. Every time I go out there, it's always a family environment. They always welcome me in open arms, like I'm one of their own. And then that relationship, that connection, has been built over for years. It's kind of played a factor in it.
You said, like you said, you've been committed there for really early in your recruitment, backed off. How have they continued to recruit you? Because they are known as a staff that's going to come after the guys they want pretty good.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, how have they continued to recruit you over the last couple months?
Oh, they've been pushing hard ever since I decommitted from Oklahoma. They've been on me hard. Like I said, once I decommitted, they hit me up like 5 minutes later, let me know that they need me to come home.
Another school that has really impressed you, I think, after a recent visit was Penn State. What did you like up there? What kind of stands out about Penn State right now?
Uh, Coach Franklin, Coach Sider, like they also been kind of recruiting me since 8th grade. Uh, the family environment, Coach Franklin is a great dude. When I went up there, the atmosphere, the fans, the support staff, everybody treated me like I was a priority, and like they produce good NFL talent. They've proven that with Saquon, Miles, people like that. So they're a great development school, and academics is big up there too. So I love Penn State.
One of the schools you recently visited that I think maybe even you liked a little bit more than expected was South Carolina. What was it there that really stood out?
The realness of the staff. They basically told me I can come up there and start day one. That's what I like to hear. Coach Hardesty, Coach Beamer. Coach Beamer worked under a bunch of top coaches, so he kind of pulled in from what he learned from them, and he kind of installed that into his own team, and it's working. They going in the right direction, but they need people like me to go over the hump.
A lot of other schools, I'll throw some out here: Arkansas, Oregon. What are you looking at Oregon with that with Dan Lanning there now and his connection to Georgia? Does that kind of help Oregon a little bit for you?
Uh, when it comes to Dan Lanning, it was more of a Coach Carlos Loughlin. He was at Western Kentucky. He kind of told me that if he ever went to a Power Five school, that he would come after me hard. That's what he did. He got to Oregon, came after me hard. That's kind of like a full circle kind of thing. I built a relationship with him when he went to Kentucky. I always responded to him. We built a connection. He had Oregon now, so it's kind of like he kind of carried over to Oregon.
One of the other schools that's interesting is Michigan. I don't know if you've heard. I think you had a busy day, but Jim Harbaugh reportedly interviewed with the Minnesota Vikings. Um, how would that impact your recruitment if he wasn't there? And how would it recruit? How would it impact it if he stays at Michigan?
Um, all the schools in my top schools, I feel like I actually sat down. I felt like if the coach were to leave, that I could still see myself being at that school. That's kind of how I went with all my schools was that mindset because coaches up and leave. Seeing that with Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
So every school that I put in my top schools, I went in mindset knowing that if a coach leave this school, can I see myself still being here? And I feel like I have that. I feel like I can see that with all these schools.
Do you think now you're going to wait a little bit to make a commitment? Do you want to kind of get it locked in somewhere? What are you thinking with that?
I'm thinking about I'm trying to get like a good solid 5 or 6 going into my senior year. I'm gonna take my visits during March, my officials during the summer. Might take 1 or 2 officials during the season. But I'm definitely trying to get everything. I'm leaving in December. I'm graduating early, so I'm definitely trying to get that out of the way.
Perfect. Again, this is 2023 four-star Treyaun Webb here with Adam Gorney for Rivals.com.